Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. On the last episode, we kind of got arrested and then released. But we fought some sky bandits and we ran into Olivier, and that was, this is gonna be an experience. Anyway, the south region of Beauce kind of got robbed, so yeah, we're gonna head down there and try to help sort that nonsense out. Plus the Orbital factory's down there and I need to go drop by. Yeah, there we go. Looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess it isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory! My factory and all my goods, they're gone! I've got to report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written on the stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Well, it seems I can still deal with you, so we're gonna open that last slot. Joshua, we're gonna open that. Shoot, now I'm short on fire quartz. Well, he already had most of his slots open anyway. I'm short on the fire. And I'll open a bowl, probably because of this one. Dang it, Charizard. I just don't think attack is worth it for sacrificing defense. Shield might be useful, given that those arts do so much damage. No. Impede is definitely one that I do like quite a bit, especially dealing with arts. Action is another one that I feel like is a very useful course, regardless of game. I have a cast. Speaking of which, okay, that's how I access that. Okay, he has a hit quartz and an EP quartz. You would think he would have a cast quartz. Gonna take that off because I find that useless, and instead I'm gonna grab this. It's not that it's useless, it's that there are better quartz. Like, yeah, it's nice and all to have fire, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw on. Not you. Go away. I'm gonna throw a cast quartz. And then let's go here. I should probably throw on a petrify. No, I can throw an attack on again, but I don't feel like I should. In fact, I could swap this out since it's only +5. What does it go down to? It goes from 346 to 330. So 16, that's not that much. And I could replace it with an attack quartz and a petrified quartz, so we get more options for using arts. Until that slot's open. Well, actually, this can only be a mirage, right? do this. There. We have hit 1, cast 1, defense 1, HP 1. The Eagle Eye Quartz, which is not that useful in battle, it just lets me see the enemies better, I think. I feel like evade 1 is not very useful. I'll throw on this action quartz though, because I didn't have this on here. I could give Joshua a cast quartz to make his stuff a little bit faster. Could have given it Stella an impede quartz instead too. Oof, it's 300. Is it worth it? 50%. I mean, Estella's one of those that can hit multiple enemies right now. She's one of the only ones that can hit about 4 enemies currently. To trigger impede, I don't fight that much people that cast. Not that much. What does mine do? Increases ATS. This one was better for Oliver than... Let me buy one of these. If it gives water arts, it's probably better for him than HP. Here we go here. Cast. Then... It was HP 2. That's plus 10 HP, but it's still better. A little bit more ATS. Oh, it's better than for him than attack. The only reason I left attack on him is so that I had a fire art on him. That's literally the only reason. And instead, I'm gonna Stell the HP 2 and boost her HP a little bit better. Since I already have her with HP 1. But I had defense 2. This guy doesn't sell it, right? Yeah, still defense 1. And I find EP cut better than, like, the EP. So, I think he had that, though, right? Yeah, I find this better than having more EP for ones that have it. Because, well, they're already gonna have more EP anyway, naturally. So... reducing the cost seems better than increasing your overall EP. I'm gonna grab one of these. I don't think it gives any Mirage Arts though, right? It could. I don't know. Oddly enough, it gives an... No. Does it? Yeah, I think it gives stone impact, which is weird. It gives an earth art. What does it do? Drops the massive boulder on enemies. It's an area of effect. Right now, it's not worth having over mind, seeing how that's what giving me the water arts. It'll probably be worth more over like hit or something later. And honestly, I could probably use it over hit now, because, well, that depends. I'm not going to use arts all the time. We're supposed to be looking for information, right? I got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals and took with every one of my pricey goods too. Why did it have to happen to me at a time where there was hardly any goods to begin with, but I can still buy from you? So apparently they didn't take off with that much. Well, he did say he's pricey goods. So what exactly am I supposed to be doing? Well, I guess I'm supposed to just be visiting the various places, right? Because it said homes were hit too. I was shocked when I heard the South Block being hit by burglars. Mario's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house wasn't touched in the burglaries, but it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Mariano brought Simon over to watch the house. Okay, so your house wasn't burglared. Yeah, what do you think I've been doing? Go up here then. This looks like there's some places. And I can't really do much. When I talked to them, the woman living here said that she had precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops, me, my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? So I guess I should probably talk to the other soldier too. He might also slip up and say something. I'm trying to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? Okay, look, I've been in this shop, I've been in this shop, I've been in both of these houses, I've been in this house, I've tried to go down here. Where am I looking? Okay, let me try just going upstairs. Oh look, they're upstairs. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. How we really got screwed. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Stella and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up in the old mine. Certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday, but it was after you'd all been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in your news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing more to be found. Nothing more here to be found. Whatever, doesn't matter. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered the town? According to the witness statements, they were seen leaving through the West Gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bose Market are right through the West Gate. It seems like attacking those two places would have been far more lucrative. When you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Linham, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right, you're the guy who drank the wine while paying at the classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. This guy. Don't entertain this Dorothy. Oh, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Looks like the burglar made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Well, at least there was that. Hey, you there. What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you're still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Huh. I'm not even. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel, for a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to all of us. I know it said to us all, but I already read it that way, so I wasn't gonna reread it. But these aren't just civilians, sir. These are members of the Bracer Guild. How is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned... Ah yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. It's colonel, though, not colonel. Whatever, I hate the way that word is spelled. Alright, men, pack it up. We're returning to Hacken Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slight inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcoming. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. No, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s. And he isn't hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys. Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could have sworn I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you don't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division, you know. The guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, no. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although, I'm not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious. And I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'd be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man, but what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Oh yeah. Oh, the Yons are back! Yay! Oh, yay. Well, I could talk to them, they just didn't answer any of my questions. This was the place, right? Yeah. I'm a little too close. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Alright, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So, what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yes, it's good. This is as good a time as any. Come on, brain. My mouth is moving faster than my brain. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the yard. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran to the north. I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind. Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. And in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the snow. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Yeah, so what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident. That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get a what for, let me tell you. Hi, honey, I'm home. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You see now, old man. My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. What do you mean? What do you... So the text says, what do you meant by at a time like this? I'm pretty sure it means, what do you mean? Because that would be a proper spelling. Proper sentence. Maybe I should explain. Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Because they got to experience the deletion effect firsthand. What did you just say? Let's calm down, shall we? But to think that these sky bandits came in the night like they did, and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with the thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said some things about seeing a strange bunch near the place. Yeah, it's a place. Okay, near the place the other night. Strange bunch. Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind. But I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance, as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when I asked around at the inn in the morning, it turns out that no one like that stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there and the meals are great. And it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. I think I know the inn he's talking about, too. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the end. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the sky bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'd be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than an offensive one. And how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valyria Lake, and told in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Laverl. Oh, we're just going there? We're not going to talk to the other person? Just one up here. I think it was up here. Was it up here? No, it was up here. I had a very important ring taken by them. I don't care if it's the army or the Bracer Guild, I just want to see those burglars caught. If the Sky Bandits are on the loose, I don't think I can live without being in fear every day. Okay, well, there was 2 people here last I checked. I wonder if my dad will come home soon. My mom looks really upset about something. You know, you see this quite a bit, but why are there 2 beds here and separated? And the funny thing is, these beds look big enough to house 2 people. So these beds together seem like they can house 4 people. This bed is the same. And this one's for a child. And it looks like it can house 2 people. Or 4 children. 3 children. I'm confused, but not that much. I heard a boom. Alright. I've been down this way. This is where I got to that tower, so I've been to that inn. It was a nice place, honestly. I'd rather not try to get CP fighting the little smoky cloudy things. It's going to be annoying, isn't it? Oh, I was talking about having Olivier here. Why? Now there's a fourth body to get in the way. Of enemies that I'm trying to avoid. So this is the north shore of Valyria Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before, when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, and the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day, and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We came to enjoy a vacation. We can enjoy a vacation anytime. But now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Linham, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. I guess he said... the guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago? Well, he loves fishing. How would he be out on the docks? Doesn't look like it. Here. Can I ask you something? Oh, he's not responding at all. Must be really into his fishing. So this is what a Fishy Maniac looks like. They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. Talked to these guys before. I thought I gotta talk to this guy then. Welcome to Kingfisher Inn. Are y'all here to stay? Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? We're looking for a certain someone. Is our guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have any clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about the old man Kawanao? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. I've heard he was a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. He seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild here. Oh, the Fisherman's Guild. That's here too, huh? Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's the old man's, so he's the old man fishing out back? I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Yo, guy whose name I don't remember, wake up! That's not loud enough. What in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you moments ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. How did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. You heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. Knew it. Can we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late in the night, and it was about the time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked. The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valyria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for a decade now. For over a decade now. Crap. I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log onto this maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish, like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valyria Lake, and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it has appeared in these parts, so I came running from the royal city. Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnays and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way into the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night. Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out onto New Ansel Path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that. And when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew anything about it. I thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been 2 lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out, because this kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. It looked at me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. School uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Genus Royal Academy, was it? Oh, you really know your stuff, kid. Betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally on her trail. What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? And while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. It feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to fishing, that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild. What kind of group that is? So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell. Oh, I see. Seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah, looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Let's see. How long did that take? We're already at 41 minutes? Man! I just started. Where's the door? Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. No, I'm fine. I haven't done that much. I'll just do it again and fast forward through it if it's the case. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. Yeah, I'm guessing it's that one room that has 4 beds. The only one. This is where you'll be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. There's a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job, too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. What a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisherman's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Maybe I will. What are you gonna do, Joshua? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit back in the chair and relax. How old are you, again? Well, only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. I like to sit back and relax with a nice cup of tea. However, I don't like to read books. I used to like to read books, and then they got boring. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. There's a boat here. Do I have to go get the stuff first? Can't seem to click on anything. Okay. There was stuff inside. That didn't do anything. What am I doing? There it goes. Why didn't it show up before? Yes, this spot looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now, let's see. How about casting a few lines? Crap, I don't have the fishing pole. When someone in has a spare I can borrow. Oh, these guys are here now. I guess I have to talk to the people down at the inn. And they're like, yeah, there's rods up there. Yeah, okay. I don't really care about anything else you had to say in that conversation. Yes, upstairs to the right. Or maybe they just handed it to me. I don't know. Let's go back to that spot and see. see. From this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? Okay. That's not the one I wanted to go for. I wanted to say the east, where the shade is. I mean, I could use like bait. I was gonna say to the east because the sun. Wait, I got a bite. I have to cut it apart. How should I bring it up? Why are you having me do this? Fine, let's tire the fish out. Her shoe, holy boots. This victory is yours. Oh, I guess I could choose the... Let's choose light bait again. See what happens. I was gonna change the spot. I think the shady spots work better for a lot of fish. I'm still going to wait till it gets tired. That still feels like the better option. East, where the shade reaches. Some live bait. Live bait usually works better. It's usually tiring out the fish. As long as your line is strong. That or you will have to reel it in bit by bit. This one is just my warm-up. Let's use a lure. It's called a lure for a reason. I wonder if... Reeling in all at once is usually a bad idea, even with fishing. You're supposed to not be like, get it all, get it all, get it all. It very much is dependent. Waiting a bit can give the fish time to break free. You want to hook him. Smell. But, a little fishy. Okay, let's do one more here, and I'm going to use a fly. I'm gonna see if it really changes anything. Fire rockfish. Oh, this one's a piggy. I believe a little bragging would be in order. Okay, I'm tired of this activity. So, you can hold your liquor, can't you? Yeah, I think I've changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up. Hold on, yeah. Don't you think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves at this pace? It can interfere with the nights. What are you whining about now? Come on and drink, you third-rate musician, or are you saying you can't keep up with me? Yikes. Estelle, don't just sit there and watch, do something. Sorry, bud. Once she gets started, there's no stopping her. You don't have to worry. Sharon never gets plastered. Shouldn't you be worried about me? No. Not this room. Maybe Joshua went out and scouted some stuff. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing whittling away the evening in a place like this? Not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you headed back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since it did, though. That reminds me. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving the book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes are starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Hi. It's at times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but it seems you don't know. But it seems you don't seem to know what's most important. Probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now, that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. She jumped over that ledge without hesitation. Everybody's listening. I've heard the song in another format before. I wonder why it is. And when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask about my past, I'm in. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides your family now, Joshua. Like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you, you know that? It's been like that since the first time we met, and you gave me a flying kick in the gut as I was lying in bed, wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injuries and all, more than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper's ready by now. Great idea, I'm starving. We eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book. Alright. I'm actually done with it. And at this point, I just ended up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. How about giving it to someone? It'd be kind of a waste to just check it. You're right, I'll do that. I don't feel like Estelle really cares to read the book. So let's talk to this guy. Okay, maybe I'm just talking to them. Help a fellow out, I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Wow, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Oliver. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, did the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're gonna make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Jeez, she's already reached stage 2 rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Oliver said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? What? So you can still drink more, can you? Joshua, how could you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know, should I? You're like a little demon and cute at the same time too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Oh, rip Oliver. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You hand the fish. Don't pour me another glass. Ah! Is he that drunk that he's hallucinating the fish? Because I don't see any fish. He's not participating in this one. Oh, he's totally plastered. Looks like even a guy who takes his sweet time for everything couldn't stand up to a drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. You're not even red in the face either from all the alcohol. Actually, she might have been worse than Sarah. Sarah, I don't remember who won that little competition. It was probably, no, let me not say anymore for those who, for some reason, haven't watched or played through the rest of Cold Steel. What's wrong with you? I got so many videos and you haven't seen them? You're not even red in the face either from all the alcohol. Are you sure you haven't had some kind of special training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and... what? Wasps? I mean, let's say it's wasps. And they forgot a W. I might have built up my resistance in that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. I'll just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, and we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Mantis tonight, and getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivier drunk, so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Of course I did, and he'll thank me in the long run too, after his raging hangover anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. Alright, let's go. He can hold his liquor, though, because she was relentless. Circle around to the far pier. Anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you really think they'd show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my guess is that they'd be here. However, if we move around too much, there's a possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the Sky Mantis are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Alright, so where should we watch from? We need a place we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. See the road. Yeah. How about you just throw that off without any, without saying anything else? Wait, wouldn't the inn be the best place, though? Hey, what's that? Definitely those two. Looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were in the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. We're talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Wait for me, Kyle. Should have known it'd be them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Will we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that. They're quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Dawn. It seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle. Don't you think Dawn's been acting a bit strange recently? It's not like him, if you ask me. You know, this whole hijacking of airliners thing. Well, I admit it was lucrative. Now we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Dawn has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. If things are getting too tough for you, you're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. It shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although admittedly, it's a bit colder than Libero. Do you think you could just treat me like a kid? And I'm not going to get angry? I'd like to see you get by without me. What, with your crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry. Do you really want to go back to burnt toast and turn your underwear inside out? Okay, I see your point. I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now get back to what you said earlier. getting back. I do agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to just keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. And I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started like this, acting like this. Yeah, he was the one that introduced us to those other guys too. He might have even gotten Don to buy into his ideas. I feel like this has got something to do with Ouroboros. They're the only people I know that act behind the scenes that can be so suspicious and can influence others in specific ways. But I don't know. Ouroboros usually, from what I've seen, they take a hands-on approach. I don't know how it is here. I don't even know if they're the ones that are active. I know they were here from Cold Steel, but might have even gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy? And he? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? It's what? It looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. Looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? You could have come a little earlier for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apologies. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now, I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already. We don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We received reports that members of the Bracer Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into a temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, let ADO sort them out? I've got a much better idea. These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandit's airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we can do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first. Right. Yeah, that's a good idea, too. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We've got to get out onto the road and start looking for the airship before they finish their meeting. No, they parked in front of Emerald Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. But there are more than double their number since the last time we counted them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. How about we take them all on at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Keep it down or they're going to hear you. Look, even I started to whisper. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Yalla, I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I heard your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy all the fun yourself, right? I had just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road. So I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Shara. But anyway, finding the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdued them all and managed to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such risk? Oh boy, do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay, but if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. Now, Josette. Good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, but we're nearing the end of our negotiation. We also managed a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So what you're saying is, yep, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We'll finally be one more step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it. Sweet! Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright, everyone, pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that! Temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There's a southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 arc. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army is patrolling here. Activate the origin engines and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright, lift off. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah, I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Dawn first. Oh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. That's odd. I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. Ah, this little misty area. Boy, am I tired. Ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. We just gotta tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. Don's our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kinda scary to talk to these days. I bet you knock that crap off. Call or Josette heard you talking like that. They'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that I'm sure you're just tired from a lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you'd like. Ah, you're those. You're too late. Let's see how much your little shots can do. That's decent enough for these guys. and wrap that up. Looks like we were able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. I guess we all have you to thank this time. But seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we were caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we just have to take control of the airship. And we would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivier, so you thought that far ahead, taking all those factors into account, huh? Not in a million years, are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate the enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you had said nothing. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, looks like somewhere in Neville Valley. Neville Valley? Like the one on the border of Boast and Roland. Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered by extreme differences in height, which prevents landing of any large aircraft. It looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us getting in here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We need to subdue the Sky Banners and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father, Cassix, too. Understood. There was an orbital charging station down here. Great. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here because I know we've been gone for a minute. It was 40 minutes before this mess started. So, for now, that is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all on the next episode.